Welcome back again to the channel LAM, Relationship and Marriage. And for now, we have slightly changed the way we bring content to you. We will be bringing to you videos on the relationship and marriage that will benefit you. We'll also be bringing to you pranks that will advise you on the situations that we go through in marriage and even in relationship. Karibuni sana, kindly support us by subscribing, by commenting, by liking our video. Tutafurahia sana sana sana. Tafadhali subscribe, like the video na comment. Na utabarikiwa sana sana sana.
And you share.
Yeah, and you share, please. I had forgotten about sharing. Kindly share to your friends about this channel. It will benefit you a lot because we are talking about the things that we have experienced in marriage and even in relationship, and you are going to learn a lot. Through our channel, you're going to learn a lot about relationship, about marriage, and when you enter there, if you are there, you're going to know what to expect years to come. So karibuni sana sana sana. My name's Al and Goge.
My name is Al Patrick Goge.
Now today we are going to discuss a very hot topic. Sometimes in relationship and even in marriage, let me say, even before, maybe people try marriage and it fails.
Very true.
And if it fails, it's not your fault. And it's not his fault. Maybe you are not meant to be with each other. And when people become single, they think the people who are in marriage are better than them. Now, not even that. There are people who become single right from the beginning. You get a child, and the person who fathers that child refuses the child. And there is nothing you can do to him.
Very true.
So circumstances force you to be single. And therefore you think those that are in marriage or those that are in relationship are better than you. Today we want to tell you the disadvantages of being in a marriage relationship and the advantages of marriage relationship, and also the disadvantages of singleness and the advantages of singleness. Karibuni sana, so that you don't feel that like you are nobody, you have lost hope. Just wait upon the Lord. He will bring to you the right person at the right time. And if you are to remain single, then he will give you the strength and even the ability to bring up your children and to live a happy life, because everyone on earth deserves a happy life. And there is nobody who should think that because you are in a relationship, because you are married, because you are single, you are more happy than the other. All of us, we go through the same problems in life.
Yes.
There are ups and downs to those who are married. There are ups and downs to those who are single. There are ups and downs to those who are in a relationship. And therefore, you should not feel that you are not better or you are somebody else is better than you. All of us, we are the same. And you're going to learn that in this video. Now, maybe you can start with the positive side. The advantages of being in a marriage relationship. So that even those who are planning to get married, they can know their advantages and also the disadvantages so that you can be prepared. The advantages of being in a marriage relationship. One, there is the what we can call it?
Specify to men and to women.
All of us.
Yes. Okay.
By the way, all of us, if you're in a marriage relationship, you have that, what can I call it?
Intimacy, something.
Not that. You have, what do you call it? You have that, the ability to be together.
Yes.
At least you are together. You can comfort each other. You can talk about a problem.
Yes.
If that marriage is deep in the relationship.
Yes, very true.
Because there are people who are married and they don't talk. There are people who are married and they live in separate bedrooms.
Yes, very true.
There are people who are married and they can stay for 6 months or even a year without talking.
Yes, very true.
So it doesn't mean that because we are discussing these advantages, they happen to everybody. No. So you who is there know that we are talking about maybe what we can call a normal relationship. In a normal relationship, you'll have that friendship, that warmth of each other, and that confidence that there is someone you can share your problems with.
Very true.
So when you spend a bad day, there is someone you can come and tell me,
your
this is
problems,
how
yeah.
my day was. The other thing, if you are in a normal relationship, we are calling it normal because most of the relationships are not normal.
They are not very true.
If you're in a normal relationship, there is that working together. And when you are working together, there is a possibility of growing more quickly than when you are alone.
Right, yeah, very true.
Like for example, Tuseme, you are working both of you, and you have a mutual agreement on investing in the income of the two of you. So, meaning that you can put to the table the finances of the two of you, and you move ahead faster than when you are relying on one person.
Yes.
So that is another advantage if this relationship is normal. We are talking about normal. Because in most marriages, the ones I've had, the many years I've lived, is that a man has his own finances,
Yes.
and the lady has their own finances.
Yeah.
And the lady has her own roles, and the husband has her own roles in the house. That way now, it helps if this man can grow,
Yeah.
can develop with whatever money they are left with, and the lady concentrate in buying food, taking care of the children's clothes, and so on. Even that one, you will grow quickly, because if this man is a sober man in terms of development, then what is left with, he can develop the family.
Family, yeah.
You can grow. So there is that advantage that when you are married, you can grow quickly. What is the other advantage? We have said warmth, friendship, sharing, and you can develop quickly.
Another thing, if you are together and you are in one voice, that means
To say the normal,
the
what we are calling the normal relationship.
The normal relationship. You can also, your kids can also, you can also advise your kids together.
Exactly. And also the kids
The
feel
education,
that warmth of a
yes,
family.
Family, yeah.
And the kids grow seeing the dad and the mom together. And therefore these children will learn the family way.
They will copy
And
their
like,
mother.
yeah.
They will copy their mother. They will copy their father, and then they will continue like that. as
They'll
they
have
grow.
a better, maybe, I don't know how we can
If there is-
describe that.
For example, if there is no fight in the house,
At least those children will have a normal relationship.
yes, very
Whereby there is a father and a mother.
Mother, yeah.
So they'll grow seeing the father and the mother, and they'll grow in a warmth of the relationship. We are saying in a normal relationship. I am repeating that because most relationships are not normal. Like we are saying.
Yeah.
Higher. The other advantage is which one?
When you are making your, or when you are developing, for example, when you are buying a plot,
Yeah.
you see, for example, when you are in agreement, just like the Bible says,
Yeah.
when twos are together, they do things.
They
in
are
agreement.
blessings.
Yeah.
Where there is unity, there are
They are
blessings.
blessings.
Where there is unity, there are blessings.
So you see, when you are together, you can buy a plot together. You can develop together.
That is what we started by saying. You can develop quickly if you are in mutual agreement.
Yeah.
Mutual agreement. So I think those are the advantages of being
normal, in a normal
in a
marriage.
normal marriage. But if you have some, you can add in the comment section. What are the disadvantages to Marizana and a marriage relationship? The disadvantages of a marriage relationship. One, what I can call disadvantage is if this relationship does not work, the children are very much affected, because in African society, we don't just quit the relationship.
Very true.
We stay, even when there are problems, we stay for some time. Before you make a decision to leave that man, to leave that woman, the children have already suffered a lot. So there is a likelihood for these children to suffer for the rest of their lives. Like I can give you an example. I was brought up in a broken relationship where there were fights, where there were a lot of noise in the house, and that really affected my social life even when I grew up. So when people quarrel in the house, it really affects the children, and they are growing up, and their social life, and their interacting life, and it becomes very hard to come back to normal. So one disadvantage is that if this relationship is not working, it's most likely to bring children who are not normal, who have got their inferiority complex, social problems, and therefore it is very, very important for either of the parents to run away from an abusive relationship.
Who are bitter.
Yeah, because it will affect the children. Number two, in a marriage relationship that is not working also, it will bring depression to the two people in the relationship.
Yes.
It can actually bring a lot of headache,
Yes.
a lot of hurt, that even when you separate individually, some of the people prefer to stay alone forever because you think that you are going to meet someone else who will break your heart just like the other person broke your heart.
Very true.
So you lose trust in people in such a relationship. Number three, you do not have freedom. Because even when you want to go somewhere, like if I am a woman, if I want to go somewhere, I have to ask for permission. I have to keep on saying whatever I am planning to do. In other words, hakuna freedom in a marriage relationship. Those who are willing, I'm saying freedom because you have to inform someone where you are going, what you are planning to do, because you cannot just come out of the house and go and spend the night outside. That will bring quarrel in the family. The other thing, you do not have freedom to invest because you have to explain where your money has gone. Maybe you are employed, so you do not have that liberty like a single person where you can invest the way you want, you can buy a car if you want, you can do things. You are limited because you have to discuss with this person you are living with on what you want to do.
So you want to say in such a marriage there's no development.
I'm saying
most of them.
Like for example, if I want to develop a own, it cannot happen the way a single person can develop a own. Because I will be questioned. Why did you buy this property? You remember we had a case of this couple where the lady bought property without informing the man. And they separated. So you are confined to what you discussed, the two of you.
Yes, very true.
You cannot go beyond that. The other disadvantage of a marriage relationship?
Your children cannot be educated the way the other side can.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, you know, sometimes because there is always quarrel, kind of.
Where there is an abusive relationship.
Yes.
So the children will not concentrate in their education because they are having some
mental something
disturbance,
yeah.
Because of what they are experiencing at home. They are not at peace, in other words. The children would not be at peace, especially if this relationship is not working. If the relationship is not working. So
and then when the relationship is working, sometimes you can meet the mother of the children and the father in the kitchen. Sometimes they are cooking together.
That is an advantage.
That is an advantage.
An advantage where there is helping each other.
So
and actually, even when I am seeing nowadays in the relationship nowadays, this man will support you when you are giving birth.
Yes.
He will take care of the baby. He will help you in so many things. So at least you have that help when you are in a relationship than when you are single.
Single, yes.
Because I have seen in nowadays, people go to the maternity together. They assist each other when the woman is going through labor, which is very, very important.
Maternity leave.
Exactly, because, and even in the maternity, when I have my husband there to feel me and to soothe me when I am going through that labor pain, it is very, very important. So that is also another advantage of being in a marriage relationship.
But that is good because you know it is as per the whatever the development we have today. You know, before you could not even enter.
Obviously, during our time we could not enter the
Maternity
labor ward.
ward,
That
labor
at
ward,
the man kuingia kwa labor ward, however, it was a big no.
It is true.
But nowadays, I'm seeing the relationships of nowadays very helpful to the woman, because the woman had to go through this pain alone. But now, at least there is someone to pat your back and be able to do what? To papasa. And you feel good like a woman giving birth, and there is someone supporting you there. And I'm seeing a lot of support with the young men to the ladies nowadays. So that is also a plus in the marriage relationship.
Today.
Yeah, today.
Today.
And there is a lot of working together
Yes,
in
yes.
today's relationship, unlike during our time. So that is also another
Even the
advantage.
technology is helping people.
A lot. We can agree with that. What is the advantages of being single? It is the opposite of what we were saying.
One, you can do your own things
Without
without
interference.
anybody.
You have
interference.
freedom to
Yes.
invest in whatever you want alone. You have freedom to go wherever you want without being asked where you are. You have freedom to bring up your children the way you want without
yes.
anyone dictating. So,
You have freedom to buy a nice car.
yeah, if you can
If you
afford,
can afford.
without anyone interfering.
Yes. You,
And also, you don't have you have the liberty to live a peaceful life without quarrels. Okay, you go through the stress of, we will go to the disadvantages, but we are now in the advantages. You don't go through the quarrels that are there in the relationship, the stress of the relationship, the depression of the relationship, because you are alone. So you don't go through those things. Any advantage of being single?
you can also you can also be having a nice sleep.
Yeah, without disturbance from anyone.
Yes,
Because when you enter your house, you are all alone. You are not expecting anyone. So if you have a spouse that comes in the weird hours of the night, you have the comfort of sleeping without thinking about anyone coming at night. I'm coming drunk.
Oh yes, yes.
So you don't go through those stress the other women go when they are married. What about the disadvantages?
Hey,
They don't have the
you
warmth.
don't have the warmth.
They don't have the friendship in the marriage.
Yes.
They don't have the sharing.
That is the comforter. They
Yeah,
don't have
the
somebody
comfort.
to comfort.
And they don't have the unity and the sharing. So you might take long to develop because you are all alone.
You're all alone, yes.
And
Your children, you know, sometimes
bringing up those children might be a
Might be
challenge.
a
But
challenge.
I have seen single mothers that have brought wonderful children. So that might not be the case. I have dealt with the single mothers who have wonderful children, who have succeeded in life, who have done well in life. Me, I think upbringing, it doesn't matter whether you are single or married.
yeah.
It is about individual.
About you.
How you bring up your children, how you orientate them
Yes.
to the life we experience on this earth. And I don't think there is any other disadvantages apart from that.
Unless they have.
Unless you have, you comment there. So what are we saying? If you are single, just don't stress yourself until God brings to you a person. If you're married, you should not stress yourself. You just live a comfortable marriage life, but if it is abusive, run away.
Yes.
Because you don't want to go through an abusive relationship with your children, to suffer, with yourself to suffer and get a depression. It's good to run away if you find that the relationship is not working. But you have seen that in both sides, there are advantages and disadvantages. And no one should feel bad that you are married and you are single. Because in both cases, there are advantages and disadvantages. So if God destines you to get married, well and good. Have a happy marriage life and a wonderful spouse whom you can share or do life together and cooperate together and develop together, and you be blessed together.
Yes.
If, however, by circumstances you are single, what I can advise you is be comfortable, try to develop yourself and grow yourself and bring up your children, and God will bless you. Because God blesses everyone.
Yeah.
He does not choose. And therefore, I think we will stop it at that, and we wish you a happy life in whichever side you are in.
Yes.
May the Lord bless you. May the Lord show you how to maneuver in that life, and how to grow yourself and how to develop yourself. Because on this earth, everybody has a chance to develop, and has a chance to grow, and has a chance to invest, and has a chance to live a good life.
Yeah.
You only have to rely on God and believe in yourself and work hard. That is all. So bye-bye from us now.
Bye.
And God bless.